Hey, hi, hello everyone. We are live. Please let me know in the chat box, guys. Am I audible? Am I visible? Please let me know in the chat box. Hey, hi, Curiosity Bug. We will be starting that series soon. Because of some resource constraint, we have stopped it. But yeah, we will be starting it soon. Okay. Am I audible? Am I visible? Please let me know in the chat box, guys. I hope I am audible. So yeah. So we are starting our series where we will be taking towards, look towards the OMETs exam. Now, what are those OMET exam we will be targeting? We will be targeting SNAP, we will be targeting NMAT, we will be targeting CMAT, and along with this, we will be also targeting that exam. Okay. So major OMETs exam we will be targeting, and what will be the thing? We will, take a revision of quant topics, LR topics, and verbal topic as well. A quick revision, and along with that, we will focus on more on question solving. So how will this session be designed? This session will be designed such that we will focus more on the question types than theory, because theory is already taught. Because of that, we will focus more on question types. What are the different types of question, how you can solve the questions quickly, what shortcuts you can use, each and everything we will see in these sessions. So today's topic is averages, ratios, and percentage. So let us go forward and start our topic. Okay. So what actually are the ratios? So ratio shows the comparison between what? Two or more quantities of same kind in form of division. So what can be two quantities? Let us say two people have some speeds, and speeds are kilometer per hour. So first person speed is, let us say, 10 kilometer per hour. Another person's speed is, let us say, 20 kilometer per hour. Now, if you have to show the relationship between these two using the ratios, how will you do that? You will just say, let us say A and B are two people. So A by B is 10 by 20, which is equal to 1 by 2, and the ratio will be shown using the colon. So the ratio is 1 is to 2. So we will say the ratio of speed of A and BI is 1 is to 2. Now, example is what? If the ratio of A is to B is, let us say, 3 is to 4, it simply means that for every 3 units of A, B has 4 units. It means, let us say that A and B have the marbles. Let us say they have some marbles and they are in the ratio 3 is to 4. It means that for every 3 marbles of A, B will have 4 marbles. If I say A has 6 marbles, then B will have double of that. So 4 into 2, 8 marbles. So for every 3 marbles of A, for every 3 increase in A, B will increase by 4. That's what a ratio means. So it is a comparison between two quantities of same kind using a division. Now we have multiplier thing. What is a multiplier? Now ratio doesn't have any meaning in itself. It is just a comparison. It doesn't have any unit. It is not an absolute quantity. What it is just a normal division comparison. But if we want to convert the ratios into absolute values, what we do? We use a multiplier. What does it mean? It means we use a common variable and we multiply it to the ratio to find the absolute values. So let us say ratio of A is to B is 3 is to 4. Then how would you find the absolute values? You will assume a variable, let us say x. So you will say the absolute value of A is, let us say, 3x, and the absolute value of B is, let us say, 4x. So this is how you can convert the ratio into absolute values. Okay, this is about the basics of the ratio. Let us go forward and see some question types. Now what can be the question types? First question can be based on combining the ratios. So what is combining the ratios? You have A is to B equal to 2 is to 3 and B is to C equal to 4 is to 5, and they ask you to find the ratio of A is to B is to C. Now what does this mean? This means that we have A is to B equal to what? 2 is to 3, right? And then what do we have? We have P is to C equal to 4 is to 5. Now in these questions, if you want to find the ratio of A is to B is to C, what you need to check is that you need to check the common variable. What is the common variable? Common variable is B here, right? Here also it is B. So what if you make the value of B in both the ratios equal? If you make the value of B in both the ratios equal, you could compare A and C as well. How do you do that? You simply take the LCM of this one and this one. What is the LCM of 3 and 4? LCM of 3 and 4 is 12. So to make this 3 as 12, how can you do that? You will just multiply the ratio by 4. We just saw the multiplier thing, right? It is to convert the ratio in its absolute values. So just multiply this ratio by 4. What will it be? 4 into 2 is 8. 4 into 3 is 12. Right? To convert this 4 into 12, what will you do? You will multiply the ratio by 3. So this will become 12 and 15. So now the value of B in both the ratios is 12 and 12. And you can now directly compare A is to B is to C. And what will it be? It will be 8 is to 12 is to 15. Right? So this is how you can combine the ratio. Just take the LCM and make the common link equal. Now another question type can be what? Another question type can be age based question. So let us look at this question. It says the present ages of A and B are into ratio 3 is to 5. 10 years from now their ages will be in the ratio 2 is to 3. What is A's present age? Now what you can do? A and B have their present age in the ratio 3 is to 5. Now this is the ratio. To convert this into absolute quantity, what will you do? Let us say A's age is 3x and B's age is 5x. 10 years from now, what will be the age of A? It will be 3x plus 10. What will be age of B? It will be 5x plus 10. Right? Now what you need to do is that you are told after 10 years the ratio of their age is 2 is to 3. So 3x plus 10 divided by 5x plus 10 is given as 2 by 3. So just cross multiply, what will you get? You will get 9x plus 30 is equal to 10x plus 20. And from here you get x as 10. Once you get x as 10, you can find the present age of A. Why? Because the present age of A is 3x. So it will be what? 3 into 10, which is 30. So the present age of A is what? 30. Right? Now this is a normal way to solve this. What is the shortcut way? Shortcut and elegant way is to understand one thing. What? The difference between the ages of these two people in any year will be constant. Why? Let us say present age of A and B is, let us say, 13 and 15. For example, okay, this is not the actual value. What is the difference between their ages? It is 2 years. Right? Now, let us say after 5 years, what will be age of A? It will be 18. What will be age of B? It will be 20. Now what is the difference? It is still 2 years. 20 minus 18, it is 2 years. Right? So it means that at any point of time, the difference between ages of two people will be what? Constant. So just use this concept. It is given as 3 is to 5, right? So 3 is to 5. Now you can find the difference in terms of parts. So this is 5 parts, this is 3 parts. What is the difference? Difference is 2 parts. Right? Now after 10 years what happens? It becomes 2 is to 3. Now this difference is what? It is 1 part for this ratio. So it means that these 2 parts and this 1 part of this ratio, 2 parts of this ratio should be equal. How to make them equal? Just multiply the second ratio by 2. So if you multiply the second ratio by 2, it will become 4 is to 6 and it will become ratio like difference as 2 parts. Now both the difference are 2 parts. So how much this increased? This increased by 1 part, and this also increased by 1 part. But this 1 part is equal to what? This 1 part is equal to increase of 10 years. So I can say 1 part is increase of 10 years. And what is the age of, A? It is 3 parts. So if 1 part is 10, 3 parts will be 30. So the age of A is 30 here. So just by using this normal concept also, you can find out the solution for this question. Now let us go forward. Now what do we have? We have mixture based questions. So in ratio and proportion, you will get the mixture based questions as well. It says a 60-liter mixture contains milk and water in the ratio 3:2. How much water must be added to make the ratio 1:2? So what it is? We have given total is 60, right? So we will go first by the equation part. Milk and water are in the ratio what? We have milk and we have water, right? So let us say milk is 3x, water is 2x, right? So 3x plus 2x is what? Total quantity. And what is total quantity? It is 60. So I can write 60 equal to what? 3x plus 2x, which is 5x, or x equal to what? X equal to 12, right? So x becomes 12. Now m will be what? 36, and this will be 24. Now you have to add some water to it such that the ratio becomes 1:2. Now you are just adding the water. So the quantity of milk will be 36 only. Now if the ratio is 1:2, what will it be? If milk is 36, water will be double of that. It will become 72. So you added some water to 24 liters and you made it 72. How much did you add? You added 48 liters. So this is the answer for this question, that you need to add 48 liter of water such that the ratio of milk and water becomes 1:2. This is how you can solve this question. Now let us go forward. Before that, the most important announcement. Okay, what is it? That our XAT 2027 complete course is out. So what you have to do? You have to search Cracku XAT complete course. What will you get in this course? You will get around 180 plus concept videos. So each and every topic, whatever you can imagine, smallest topic also will get covered in this course. So you can watch all the concept videos, you can get your concept clear. Then you will get the national level mocks. So you can analyze your performance, you can get your national level percentile, and these mocks are very, very close to actual XAT. Each section, may it be verbal section, DM section, or quant section, it is exactly replicated like the actual XAT exam. You will get your national level percentile, you can analyze your performance, you will get the faculty live attempt, each and everything you will get there. Then the most important thing, practice. Now for practice you have 350 plus topic test. So what does it means? It has 200 plus topic test and 150 plus concept test. So if you want to practice your concepts and each and everything, you can take the concept test. If you think that you are good in the concepts, you can move to the practice and practice the topic test. So you have more than 350 topic test here. So your practice is also covered. Your practice is covered in mocks and topic test. Your concepts are covered in 180 plus concept videos. Now the most important thing is that daily live classes for this XAT will start in December. Okay, and who will take those classes? So Maruti sir and Saili ma'am. So Saili ma'am is XAT AIR1 in 2023 and 2025. Maruti sir is 5 times CAT 100%. So all of you will be learning from these two, people who already know what this exam is, who already have aced these types of exam. So it is very, very much important thing. You can ask your doubts live to Maruti sir and Saili ma'am. You will get the proper schedule for your batch. So I want all of you to visit cracku.in and search for our XAT online coaching, and please enroll in this coaching. It will be really useful. It is a complete package for your XAT exam. So those who are targeting good percentile in XAT exam, calls from XLRI, so you all of you have to check this XAT course. So let me see in the chat box if you guys have any doubts. Okay, you guys don't have any doubts? Also, one more thing guys, please don't forget to like this screen and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay, I want all of you, if you guys have any doubts, to put them in the chat box. Once I am done with the questions, I will, get back to those doubts. Okay, let us go forward. Okay, we are done with ratio revision. So we saw what is actually a ratio, how to convert ratio to absolute value, how to combine a ratio, how to solve age based problem, how to solve mixture based problem, right? So each and everything about ratio we have revised. Now let us come to the average. All of us have seen in our primary school that average is nothing but sum of total data points divided by number of total data points. What does it mean? We have given find the average of these 5 numbers. So what is the sum of these numbers? It will be 10 plus 12 plus 13 plus 20. Now what it is? It is nothing but 12 plus 13 will be what? 12 plus 13 is 25. 25 plus 20 will be what? 45. 45 plus 10 will be 55. Right? So this is 55. Now what you have to do? You have to find the average. So sum of data points is 55. Number of data points means how many numbers are there? We have 1, 2, 3 and 4 numbers. So divided by 4. So what will it be? It will be 13.75. So the average of these numbers is nothing but 13.75. And this is how you find the average. Just add all the data points and divide it by number of data points. So what is average? Average is, again I am writing the formula, sum of all data points, sum of data upon the number. So number of data points. So this is the very important formula for average. Now you can derive your own formulas from this. What formula you can derive? You can say sum of data points is what? Sum of data points is nothing but average into number of data points. Right? This is also formula you can derive. Just multiply this number to this left hand side. This is also an important formula. We will use both of these formulas in our questions. Now, one more important thing is weighted average. What is weighted average? So weighted average is when data points have different weightages, we use the weighted average. What does it mean? All of you might have seen your scorecard. So in scorecard, each subject will have a different credits, different weightage, different importance. So at that time, you cannot just add your marks and divide it by total number of subjects. What you need to do is that you need to take a weighted average. And what is a weighted average? Weighted average is nothing but sum of what? Sum of product, and product of what? Product of weights into the data points. Right? Divided by what? Divided by sum of weights. This is as easy as possible definition of weighted average. Let us look at in this example. Okay, this definition is little bit difficult to understand. So let us look at here. Average age of class A is 14 years. So average age of class A is 14 years. And that of B is what? That of B is 17 years. Now we have given the weights of this class. Weights are here are what? Weights are nothing but number of students. So there are 8 students in class A and 4 students in class B. You have to find what? You have to find the combined average of both the classes. How do you do? These are your data points, average ages. And what are these? These are your weights. Weights means number of students in this case. So if this is the average and this is the number, what will be sum of all the ages in class A? It will be average into number. 14 into 8, it will be 112. In this case, what will be the total age? It will be 17 into 4, which is 68. So if I combine both the classes, if I combine both the students, what will the age will be? the total age will be 180. So the combined total age of students in class A and class B is 180. So this is total. Now divided by total number of students. What is the total number of students? It is 8 plus 4, which is 12. So this will give you what? This will give you 15. So 15 years is the combined average weight of both the classes. What we did? We multiplied the data point with its weight. Then we added this 2 and we divided by the sum of the weights. So nothing but we found the total for each entity and divided by the total number of students. Okay. Let me see doubts. Okay, Paramjit is asking, sir, DLR stopped. Why? Basically, because of some resource constraint, we stopped it, but we will start it again. You don't have to worry about it, Paramjit. Okay, don't worry. Okay, if you guys have any doubts in this, you can put them in the chat box. If you guys don't have, we will move forward. Now, percentages. What are percentages? Percent means what? Per 100. So you are evaluating a value on the base of 100. And how do you find the percentage? Let us say you have a pizza, for example, and this pizza has 4 equal slices. Let us say A, B, C and D, right? Now these are the 4 equal slices of pizza. So let us say complete part of pizza, this whole circle is equal to what? Let us say it is equal to 100 units. Okay. So each part will be how many units? Each part will be 25 units, right? Each part will be 25 units. Now, if I ask you, if I take part A and B, these two parts, it is what percent of total? So it is what percent of total? How many parts I am taking? I am taking 25 plus 25, total 50 units. Out of how many? Out of total of 100 units. Into what? 100. So this is nothing but 50%, and percent is shown by this symbol. So I say A and B made up to 50% part of the complete one. How much only this A part will be? It will be 25 by 100 into 100. So it will be 25%. How much will be A, D and C? How many units are there? You including A, D and C? It is 25 plus 25 plus 25, which is 75. 75 by 100 into 100. It will give you 75%. Okay. Okay. Hardik is saying hello, sir. Hey, hi, hello, Hardik. Okay, so this is about the percentages. Now, after this, I have some questions for you guys. So I will give you some time to solve that question. We will, solve the questions by normal equation method as well. And also, we will solve the question by what? We will solve the questions by a shortcut as well. Okay, if there is any shortcut method to solve the question, we will solve by that as well. So this is about the percentages, averages and ratios. This is a quick revision of averages, percentages and ratios. If you guys have any doubt in this quick revision, please let me know in the chat box, because after that I will start what? I will start the questions. Okay. Also don't forget to like the stream, guys. Whoever are watching, please like the stream. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Okay. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like this stream so that you will get the notification of the same. Okay, do you guys have any doubts in this theory? If not, there is a question for you guys. Okay, so this is the question. Please solve it, guys. Those who have got the answer, please put your answer in the chat box. If it is correct, you will get a shout out. Okay. Okay, guys, time up. If you have got the answer, you can put your answer in the chat box. So, what it is said? It is said the present ages of P and Q are in the ratio of 4 is to 5. If Q is 6 years younger than the twice the age of P, then what is the age of P? Okay. So, the current ages are in the ratio what? The current ages are in the ratio 4 is to 5. Now to convert this ratio 4 is to 5 into absolute values, what will we do? We will multiply by a multiplier. So it is 4x and 5x. So let us say these are the current absolute ages of P and Q. What it is said? It is said Q is 6 years younger. 6 years younger than what? Than twice the age of P. What is the twice the age of P? Twice the age of P will be 8x. 6 years younger means minus 6 is equal to what? Q's age, which is 5x. From here what you get? From here you get 3x is equal to what? 6. 3x equal to 6. So from here you get x equal to 2. So once you get x equal to 2, you have to find the age of P. So what is the age of P? Age of P is nothing but 4x. So 4x means x is equal to 2. 4 into 2 will be what? 4 into 2 will be 8. So the correct option for this will be option number D. So this is how you solve these questions. Okay, I don't think so anyone has answered this in the chat box. So I want all of you to attempt this and answer them in the chat box. Okay, guys? Okay, let us go forward and I will pose the next question for you guys. Meanwhile, if you guys have any doubts, please put your doubts in the chat box. Okay guys, time is up. If you have got the answer, please put your answer in the chat box. And let us solve this question now. What does this question say? It says that when a student of weight 49 kg is omitted means removed from a class, the average weight decreases by 2 kg. If the initial number of students was numerically equal to the initial average weight, then how many students were in the class initially? How you can solve this quickly? Let us say we have two conditions. We have initial and we have final. Okay. So initially we have some students, so number of students, then in average weight of students, and then what? Total. How would you find the total? Just multiply this number of students into average weight. So it was given in the question that if the initial number of students was numerically equal to the initial average weight. So let us say initial number of students is m. So initial average weight will be what? Initial average weight will also be m. And what will be the total weight? Total weight will be m into m. So it will be m square, right? Because it was given initially the number of students was equal to the average weight of students. Okay. Now what happened? We omitted or we removed one student whose weight was 49 kg. So how many, how many students we removed? We removed one. So now what is the number of students? Number of students is m minus 1. Because of that, what happened? Because of that happened, the average weight of class decreased by 2 kg. So this average weight decreased by 2 kg. It became m minus 2, right? And how many, how many kg did we remove from the total? We removed from total 49 kg. So the now total weight will be m square minus 49. But this m square minus 49 should also be equal to product of these two. So let us say m minus 1 into m minus 2 is equal to what? Is equal to m square minus 49, right? So if you expand this, you will get m square minus 3m like plus 2 is equal to m square minus 49. So this m square will get cancelled. If you take 49 to this side, it will become 51 and it will be 3m here. From here what you get? You get m equal to 51 by 3, which is 17, right? And what are we asked? We are asked how many students were there in the class initially. How many students were there? There were m students and m is equal to 17. So answer to this question will be option number A, 17. Okay. Do you guys have any doubt about this question? Please let me know in the chat box. Hey, hi Gudia, hi Sahan. Yeah. Do you guys have any doubts? And none of you have given the answer for this. I want all of you to attempt the question and give the answer. Okay. If you guys don't have any doubts, let us move towards the next question. So this is the next question for all of you. Okay, please solve this question, guys. Hey, hi San, can you please let me know what is your doubt? You can tell your doubt in the chat box, okay? Okay, time is up. Let us solve this question. This question says a farmer distributed his entire farming land to his three sons. To the eldest son, he gave 30% of the farming land. To the next oldest son, he gave 30% of the remaining farm, and the remaining farmland was given to his youngest son. What percentage of the total farmland did the youngest son receive? So we don't have any number here, absolute number. So let us assume he had, let us say, 100 acres of land. Okay. So initially he had 100 acres of land. Now to the eldest son, how much did he give? He gave 30% to the eldest one. So to the eldest son, he gave 30% of the total farmland. So 30% of 100 is nothing but 30. So to the eldest son, he gave 30 acre. How much is remaining now? Remaining is 70 acre. Right? Because he gave 30 acre to the eldest son, remaining is 70 acre. Now what it is given? To the next oldest son, he gave 30% of what? 30% of remaining farmland, not 30% of total. What is the remaining? Remaining is 70 acre. So to the second oldest, how much would he get? He would get 30% of this. What is 30% of 70 acre? 30% of 70 acre is nothing but 21 acre. And the remaining he gave to whom? He gave to youngest son. Right? So what is remaining now? 30 acre to the eldest, 21 acre to the second oldest, and if you add this, it will be 51. Remaining will be 100 minus 51, which is 49 acre. Right? So to the youngest son, he will get 49 acre. But we have to calculate the percentage. And what is the percentage? Percentage is nothing but part, which is 49, divided by whole, which is 100, into 100. So this is nothing but what? This is nothing but 49%. Okay. So answer to this question will be option number D. Let me see in the chat box who has given the correct answer. So yeah, Tejas, Sahan, Aradhya, all of you guys. Aradhya, no, Aradhya, answer is not 40. Answer is 49. Okay. What you had done is that you had taken 30% of this to the eldest, then again 30% of this to the eldest. But it is told that to the second oldest, he gave 30% of remaining. Okay. So Tejas and Sahan, both of you have given the correct answer. So very good, guys. I want all of you to attempt the question and give the answer, guys. Please, don't just watch this, attempt this question yourselves. Okay. Then only you will learn. Okay. Sahan had some doubts, so can you please ask it in the chat box, man? So please do that. Okay. Now, before that, as I told about the XAT course, I want to tell you about the SNAP course. So for the SNAP exam, we have launched a course. So what you have to do, you have to simply contact us on this number or just search Cracku SNAP complete course. Okay. What will you get in this course? In this course, you will get 130 plus concept videos covering complete SNAP syllabus. So whatever is relevant to SNAP, may it be the LR section, QA section, verbal section, anything, everything will be covered in this 130 plus concept videos. Then for SNAP also you will have the national level mocks, absolutely replicated like actual SNAP exam. If you are giving them, then you will understand that okay, you are really giving a mock which is replicated from the SNAP exam. Same difficulty level question. What will you get? Different types of question, like from each and every mock, each and every type of question will be covered. And what you can do, you can understand your strength and weak areas, you can analyze, you can do your SWOT analysis from this. You will even know where you have to improve. You can make your error log and each and everything from this national level mocks. And the most important thing is that 520 plus topic test, which are more than enough, right? If you consider like 10 question per test, you will get a 5000 plus question to solve. So 400 topic test will be there and 120 plus concept test to make your concept more concrete and more solid. Also, what will you have? On every weekend you will have classes. So snap classes are already started. On every Sunday live classes are being held. Many of the students join these live classes. So if you don't want to miss on this, please go and search Cracku Snap online coaching, and once you search, please enroll in this one so that you will also attend the live sessions on Sundays you will get the 520 plus topic test, you will get 130 plus concept videos. Okay, so by the snap toppers you will get the live classes. So I want all of you to go and check it out, our snap online course. So if you guys have any doubt, please put them in the chat box. Okay, Sahan, if doubt is clear, that's fine. So I want all of you to go and check our description. There you will get, link for the XAT course as well, link for the snap course as well. So please go forward and check the description. In that you have these two links. You go to those links, go through the features of our course, and it is one stop preparation plan, one stop preparation destination. You don't need anything else apart from these things. So please go forward and check it out. Okay, after this I am posting a question now. The three questions which I posted just before some time were kind of easy level questions. Okay, now we will move to the one step forward. We will solve some moderate level questions. So I will give you 2 minutes time for you guys to solve each and every question. So please go forward and solve the questions. And write down your answer in the chat box. Okay guys, let us solve this question. If you have got the answer, please put your answer in the chat box. This is a kind of little bit moderate question. You have to think a bit in this and then go forward. It is given in a showroom, the ratio of number of Apple products to the Samsung products is 2:7, and the ratio of number of Xiaomi products to the Vivo products is 5:11. If the ratio of number of Samsung products to the Vivo products is 5:9, what is the minimum possible sum of all four types of products? How you go forward with this? Just write down the information. So you have Apple to Samsung is given as what? Is given as 2:7. You have given Xiaomi to Vivo as what? Xiaomi to Vivo is given as 5:11. And also you have given Samsung to Vivo as 5:9. Right? What you have to find? You have to find the minimum number of products of all four quantities. Okay, how do you find that? Let us say A and S are in the ratio 2:7. To convert them into absolute values, what you can do? You can say, let us say A equal to some 2 into some multiplier, and S equal to what? 7 into some multiplier M. So A equals to 2m, S equals to 7m. Similarly, for X and V, what you can do? X equal to, let us say, 5n, and V equal to what? 11n. Right? Now you got the absolute value for all four products. You have one more relation. S is to V is 5 is to 9. What is S? It is 7m. So 7m upon 11n is given as what? Is given as 5 by 9. Right? From here what you get? You get m by n is equal to what? M by n you get 55 divided by 63. Right? So m by n you get 55 by 63. Now this is also kind of ratio as well, right? So you can say, let us say m equal to 55k, where k is an integer, and n equal to 63k, right? Because there is no common multiplier between 55 and 63, we can assume it as the simplest ratio, and m by n is 55k and n is 63k. So if m is 55k, what will be A plus S? A plus S will be what? A plus S will be what? 2m plus 7m, right? 2m plus 7m is nothing but 9m, and m is what? M is nothing but 55k. So just, multiply m by 55, multiply this m as 55k into 9. So this will be what? This will be nothing but 495k, right? What is x plus v? X plus v is nothing but what? Is 5n plus 11n. So this will give you what? This will give you 16n. And what is n? N is nothing but 63k. So if you put n equals to 63k, what will you get? You will get 1008k, right? Now you have to find the total. What is the total? It is A plus S plus X plus V. What will it be? It will be 495k plus 1008k. Now add this. What will you get? You will get 1503k, right? So this will be your total. So k can be what? K can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you want the minimum value. So what can be the minimum value? The minimum value k can take is what? 1. So if k is 1, the total will become 1503, and this will be the minimum number. Hence option A will be the correct answer here. So let me see in the chat box how many of you got it correct. Okay, Priya Bansal has given this answer correct. Very good, Priya. I want all of you to answer these questions correctly. If you guys have any doubt, please put your doubt in the chat box. Okay, till that time I will post the next question. So this is the next question for all of you guys. Please solve it. Hey, hi Sahana, can you please rewind a bit for that question? Please rewind a bit so that you guys can solve this question as well. Okay guys, time up. Let us solve this question. Those who have got the answer, please put your answer in the chat box. Okay, what does this question say? Let's go very slowly. Okay, just your mindset should get built while solving the question. What does it say? It says in a co-ed schools, 24% of the total number of students study in class 12. 30% of the students who study in class 12 are girls. If 40% of the total number of girls in the school are studying in class 12, what is the ratio of the number of boys to number of girls in the school? So how do you do this? You just assume some value. Let us say total number of students in the whole school are 100x. Okay, so 100x are the total number of students. Out of them, 24% study in class 12. So 24% of them what? They study in class 12. So what is the 24% of 100x? It is nothing but 24 by 100 into 100x. So this is nothing but what? This is 24x. Right? So the number of students, the total number of students in class 12 are 24x. Out of them, 30% are what? 30% are girls. So 30% of the students who study in class 12 are girls. So 30% of 24 will be what? It will be 24x into 30 by 100. This will be nothing but what? This will be 7.2x. So this is the number of girls in class 12. The number of girls in class 12 are 7.2x. Again, if 40% of the total number of girls in the school are studying in class 12, so the number of girls who are studying in class 12 are what? They are 40% of total number of girls in the school. So we don't know. Let us say total number of girls are TG. And 40% of this, 40% is what? 40 by 100. 40% of total number of girls study in class 12. And how many girls are there in class 12? They are 7.2x. So we have 7.2x. Now from here you will get total number of girls as what? Total number of girls you will get as 18x. So total number of girls in school are 18x. And how many students were there? There were 100x students. Out of them, how many girls are there? Total number of girls are 18x. So the remaining will be what? Remaining will be boys. So total number of boys will be 100x minus 18x, which is what? 82x. Right? What are we asked? We are asked the ratio of number of boys to the number of girls in the school. The number of boys is what? It is 82x. Number of girls is 18x. What will be this ratio? Just divide by 2. You will get 41 by 9. So the ratio of number of boys to the number of girls is 41 is to 9, which is given in option number C. Now let me see in the chat box how many of you have given the correct answer. Okay, no one has given the answer for this question. Why? This question was easier than the previous one, guys. Please do attempt these questions. This types of question only you will find in SNAP, XAT and NMAT type of exam. So please give an try to this type of questions. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe to YouTube channel. Okay, guys. Please don't forget to do this and please put your answer in the chat box. Okay, show the enthusiasm. Okay, let's go forward and solve this question. I'm giving you some time to solve this question. Okay, Sahana. After this question is done, I will explain the previous question. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. Okay guys, time up. If you have got your answers, please put your answers in the chat box. Let us say what this question is trying to ask. There were 20 students studying in a boarding school. As 5 students were admitted, the total expense of the mess increased by 35 per day. Also, the average expenditure per student decreased by rupees 2. What is the original expenditure per students? Similar we did in the some previous average question, you have to follow this. So we have to see initially what was there and you have to see finally what is there. Okay, so let us say initial average was what? Initial average expenditure was x rupees per students. How many students were there? The students were how many? 20 students were there. And what will be total then? Total expenditure will be average into number of students. It became 20x. Now, after what happened? After 5 new students were admitted. So how many students are there now? There are 25 students. And what happened? The average expenditure per student decreased by 2. So this x became x minus 2. And also what happened? The total expense of the mess increased by rupees 35. The total expense was 20x. It increased by 35. Now it became 20x plus 35. But now this 20x plus 35 must be equal to what? It must be equal to x minus 2 into 25. So I can say x minus 2 into 25 is equal to 20x plus 35. Just multiply this, what will you get? You will get 25x minus 50 is equal to what? Is equal to 20x plus 35. From here you will get 5x equal to 35 plus 50, which is 85. And from here you will get x equal to 85 by 5, which is 17. So the answer to this question will be 17. Why? Because we are asked the original average expenditure or the expenditure per student. We had assumed it as x and the value of x became 17. So answer to this question is 17. Let us see who has given the correct answer. Again, Priya has given the correct answer. Very good, Priya. Sahana, after the 2 more questions are done, I will come back to your question and you explain it to you again. Okay, so I want you to please wait for that mistake. Okay, let us go forward and solve the next question. But before that, I want to tell about what? I want to tell about NMAT course. So NMAT is a very prestigious exam and Cracku has launched the course for NMAT as well. What you will get in this course? You will get 130 plus concept videos covering each and everything. As NMAT is an adaptive exam, this course is designed like that only. You know, whatever the test you will be solving, it will be kind of adaptive. You will be solving easy to moderate to hard level questions. Okay, you will get 130 plus concept videos which will cover your whole syllabus. Then what will you get? You will get national level mocks again. So all the adaptive featured mock you will get here. You can review your performance with the detailed analysis. Where did you go wrong? What was the mistake you have done? Which is your correct area? Which is your strong zone? Which is your weak zone? You can work on it. By this national level mocks, you will get each and every detailed analysis. Also, these are actual NMAT level mocks, actual adaptive mocks. So I want all of you to check this out. Along with that, for the practice, you are getting what? You are getting 300 plus topic tests. So which will be 200 plus topic test plus 100 concept tests. So this 100 concept test will be complementary to your concept videos. And for practice, you are getting 200 plus topic tests. So this is a very good resource for the practice. Along with that, from the NMAT toppers, you will get the live classes on the weekend. And the good thing is that NMAT course is already live. So the classes for NMAT are also going on every Sunday. So many people come and join these classes. So I want all of you to go and check out Cracku's NMAT complete course. If you guys have any doubts regarding this, you can call us on this number. So this live classes will be very much important. You will be asking your doubts to the faculties directly. You can interact with the faculty. You can ask any preparation related doubt to your faculty in this live classes. So I want all of you to go and check out NMAT Online Cracku's coaching. So all of you can go to description box. There you will find the link for the NMAT course. So please go and do join and check out our NMAT course. Okay. So after this we have two more questions. Hi Priya, the level of this question was moderate. Okay. Now we will see little bit more difficult questions. So please go and forward. We will solve this question. Okay. Please solve this question, guys. Okay, guys, time is up. If you have got your answers, please put your answers in the chat box. Let us see what this question is asking exactly. This question says Ram, a broker, introduced a buyer and a seller. He takes away commission of 20% from the profit made by the seller and charges 5% of the total transaction as brokerage fee from the buyer. The seller sells a flat and pays rupees 10 lakhs as the commission. Okay. What is the brokerage fee for the transaction? If it is known that the seller marked the price of the flat by 50%. So many percentages, so much information, but don't get afraid. Simple. What you have to focus? Broker will get income from two things. What are those two things? The first thing is commission. Commission from whom? Commission from buyer. And what is this commission? It is what? It is 20% of profit. 20% of profit earned by buyer. And he gets second income from what? He gets second income from brokerage fee. Brokerage fee. And how much is this brokerage fee? It is what? It is given as 5% of transaction. Brokerage fee from whom? Sorry, this is seller, right? Commission from seller and brokerage fee from buyer. Yep. And 5% transaction fee of what? Of total transaction. Okay, so whatever the total transaction amount will be there, 5% of that he will get as a brokerage fee from the buyer, and 20% of profit made by the seller, he will get it as a commission. Now it is given he got a commission as rupees 10 lakh. Now if he got the commission as 10 lakh, can we find out the profit? Yes, we can find out the profit. Why? Because commission is what? Commission is, it is given as 20% of profit. So commission is what? It is 20% of profit, right? And how much is the commission? He got commission as 10 lakhs. 10 lakhs is 20% of profit. So it is nothing but 20% into profit. What is 20%? 20% is 20 by 100, and 20 by 100 is nothing but 1 by 5. So 1 by 5 into profit, let us say P is equal to 10 lakh. So how much profit did he earn? Profit he earned is what? 50 lakh. Right? Now it is given, how did he earn the profit? How did the seller earn the profit? He earned the profit by marking up price by what? By marking up price by 50%. Okay? So let us say cost price is something as CP. Right? Cost price is CP. He marked it up by 50%. 50% means what? Extra 50%. So 1 plus 50%. So this will be what? This will be total selling price. So selling price will be what? 1 plus 50%. 50% is what? 50 by 100. 50 by 100 is 0.5. So it will be 1.5 into cost price. So at 1.5 times the cost price, he sold the flat. Okay. What will be the profit? Profit will be SP minus CP. What is SP minus CP? It is nothing but 1.5 CP minus CP. It will become 0.5 cost price. Right? Profit is nothing but 50 lakh. So 50 lakh is what? 0.5 into cost price. So if 50 lakh is 0.5 into cost price will be 50 lakh divided by 0.5, which is 100 lakh. So cost price is 100 lakh. What is the total transaction value? The total transaction value is equal to the selling price, the revenue. So what is the selling price after this? Selling price will be 100 lakh into 1.5, which will become 150 lakh. What we have to find? We have to find the brokerage fee. What is the brokerage fee? Brokerage fee is 5% of the transaction. What is the transaction? 150 lakh. 5% of 150 lakh will be what? It will be nothing but 5 by 100 into 150, which will be 7.5 lakh. So the brokerage fee which he charged is nothing but 7.5 lakh, which is given in option number C. Let me see in the chat box who has given the correct answer. Yash has given the correct answer, which is option number C. Okay, Diya, Sahana and Priya, A and B are not the answers. Okay, answer is option number C. How? It is given that commission is what? 20% of profit, and commission was 10 lakh. From that you calculated the profit, right? Now what is the profit? Profit is nothing but what? Is CP plus SP. So it was given he had marked the cost price by 50% more. So 50% of cost price is 0.5 CP. 0.5 CP plus CP will be equal to selling price. So it became 1.5 CP. Now what is the profit? Profit is SP minus CP, which is selling price minus cost price, became 0.5 cost price. What was the profit? It was 50 lakh. 50 lakh equal to 0.5 into cost price. Cost price became 100 lakh. If cost price is 100 lakh, selling price is what? 150 lakh. And 150 lakh is nothing but the transaction done. Transaction done from the buyer to the seller. and 5% of this transaction is the brokerage fee. So 5% of 150 is nothing but 7.5 lakh. This is how you solve this question. Now let us go forward and solve the last question. Okay, please solve this question, guys. Yeah, Dia, you should add the profit, right? Because transaction is what? Transaction is not equal to cost price. Transaction is equal to the selling price. Okay. Okay, guys, time up. Let us solve this question. Kahana, after this question, I will answer your question which you had doubt in. It is asked, price of a diamond is directly proportional to the cube of its weight. A man broke the diamond accidentally in 3 pieces in the ratio 1, 2, 3. Okay, and thus the net valuation of all 3 diamonds now is rupees 21,600. What was the original price in rupees of the diamond? So what does it say? It says the price of diamond is what? Is directly proportional to what? Weight of cube of its weight. Right? So this is a proportionality sign. Directly proportional means what? Directly proportional means whenever one thing increases, it affects the other thing as well. So whenever this will increase, this price will also increase. Whenever weight will decrease, this price will also decrease. So to remove this directly proportional sign, what you do? You put a constant k there. So let us say k into weight cube. So price of that diamond is nothing but some constant k into weight cube. Okay. Now the piece is broken into 3 pieces. That gem is broken into, diamond is broken into 3 pieces. The weights are in ratio 1 is to 2 is to 3. Now whenever these are in the ratio, you can assume the absolute values as, let us say, x, 2x and 3x. These are the weights of these 3 pieces. Now what will be the price of this one? The weight is x, so price will be k into x cube, right? Here the weight is 2x, so price will be what? K into 2x cube, which will become 8x cube. 8kx cube. Here weight is what? Here weight is 3x. So price will be what? Price will be k into 3x whole cube. So this will become 27kx cube, right? So if you add all these three prices, what will you get? You will get 36kx cube, and this is given equal to as 21,600. From here what you get? From here you get kx cube as 600, right? From here you get kx cube as 600. What you need to calculate? You need to calculate the original price of diamond. So if you need to calculate the original price, you need to calculate the original weight. If it is broken into these three pieces, what will be the original weight? Original weight will be sum of these three pieces. 3 plus 2 plus 6. 3 plus 2 plus 1. So the original weight is 6x. If the original weight is 6x, what will be the original price? It will be k into 6x cube. So k into 6x cube is nothing but 216x cube, or I can write this as 216 kx cube, right? So this is the original price. Now what is the value of kx cube? It is 600. So it will be 216 into 600. This is nothing but 129600. This is given in option number D. So this is how you solve the proportionality questions. Let me see in the chat box who has given the correct answer. Yes, Sahana and Yash, both of you have given the correct answer. Now let me go to the Sahana's question which she had doubt in. Okay, yeah, this one only, right? So just pay attention here, Sahana. It is given that in a co-ed school, 24% of total number of students study in class 12. So we assume there are 100x students in total. 24% of them are in class 12. So 24% is 24x, right? 30% of the students who study in class 12 are girls. So the 30% of students who are studying in class 12, so 30% of 24x are girls. So 7.2x are what? 7.2x are girls. Why? 30% of 24x is nothing but 7.2x. Then 40% of total number of girls in the school. So 40% of what? Total number of girls in the school. They do what? They study in class 12. And how many girls are there in class 12? 7.2x. So total girls into 40% will be 7.2x. So total girl will become 18x. If total girls are 18x, total boys will be what? 100x minus 18x, which is 82x. So it will become 82x by 18x, 41 by 9. So this is how you get the answer, option number C. If you guys have any doubts or anything regarding this, you can put that in the chat box, right? Please put your answers in the chat box. Please put your doubts also in the chat box. Okay guys, okay, that is it for the today's class. Please do visit the descriptions link for that NMAT and SNAP course. The next Wednesday we will have class on the time, speed, distance. So thank you so much for joining guys.